Mary Johnson, that would be specific.
Okay.
This is the leaf from the Devil's Club. And this is the part where we have to scrape all these thorns off because they're really dangerous sometimes, and it's hard to get out of your hands once they get in. And we have to get all this stuff off. Then all this stuff here is what we take for medicine. Dagen nu in land goal hikes it. The dagen just some island in Mexico. Land goal hikes.
The Belle more Mexico hikes. The carrier.
Slapp ni hike det på alltså det sikelsket. Det pulse siket. Det makade våmse på. Det skulle amalgaktige. Tranikoolaiket. Så det kävisket. Att amma siiktet kavukua, niin kavukua. Det minns det. Så det var tahkedes kävisko. Det jooks. Det var som sen lyftas jooks. Det var så det var maktelul. Uudet haivuolle hoiten tää. Det liikua sellaiset. Miksi joodkalla tahkella kohdassa. Anna plus kyy, att kerjää vuomsua. Vai niin tillä uleilikin. Tillä hausekki. Haniko, se siitä, että muokkalle vuoms. Tässä oli tuulsintkään. Joo. Se oli tuulsintkään. Nappan tälkeitä kuoret. Säkide. Käy koot sattumaan ja ulkomaan. Ja se oli tuulsintkään tuossa selvassa päässä tohsua. Det var dock det väg ska till ätresbeslagen har in på kalderhärten. Det har låt axet som det finns nere nu. Man skulle lära sig höjsla.
Going around there will get a secret and would haikua. Die gaps die langs wieder nach die beat.
Ja. Ja, det kikar den jag vill få se sig på län. Jag räknar inte käda. Län kan ha.
Sagt dem explains it hullain kommella kabit til kosmella hai ni sagten tulai
Väri hyvä. Näin tämä akselva. Ja ole saksana sivi. Nyt tulee lää. Ja akselta on skeleton. Sikuts hiidalla käät kui Stoka. En aks waren door patskut. Zo eigenlijk aks de moeder patskut. Had door de patskut. Ze dat hoitelt aan. Dat is niet hoe ik ze gehad qua. Het achter me loelde de.
I'm sure in testament.
Joo. Minulla on lähetellyt viikopuulhaikka.
place is famous.
Okay.
Säkert liiställä tälläkin pählydän täällä siikka, niin se oli siikkas äisen. Ja niitä oli pähly vaan. Kungiksi kun alan tekselem samaksi. Den tekst jäkli täällä su. Jän.
Det är ju när pärsten, en del i pärsten där, när kvar i pärsten där. Åh.
Nähvää.
Oh. She was just telling me, explaining this to me in the olden days that they use this with people that has arthritis also, and as soon as they get dry, they wet them again. They wet this part and then they put it back on where the pain is, you know, for arthritis.
Mhm.
And they just keep doing that until it's relieved, I guess. You know.
Did you tell what Ivan said they did with it on boats? I don't.
Yes, she did.
She did tell that.
Uh-huh.
And when men don't have out fishing, do they have to take a bath in it? So,
Yeah, that's what she was saying. You wash the whole boat out and wash the gear with it as well.
did you wash the man with it?
Yes. Uh-huh.
After this, we'll give Paul another bath. Send him out once more.
Sähkös tuottes. Kostum lawal tulee millä välttämättä kuin näet, niin laiva. Ja ändå självet att rosa lax och gul. Här är det städ, det har inte träd.
Oh, yeah.
Städ och kött.
Försämrade jag ska säga.
Träd.
I'm getting mad. Are you ready for some more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Try and be quiet.
He has a big splinter in his book. You can turn it off in there.
Öppna går det där.
This is alder. And there's the leaves here.
Hold them up.
Can you take it from a big tree, or does it have to be a young tree?
It doesn't matter what kind of tree you get it from. As long as it's easy for you to get it when you need it. They also saw the tree down, you know, they use the main wood for it. Yeah. You know, they chop them up in little blocks, like, you know. They cut them so far and then they chop them up like kindlings. Then they boil them. And they make the people drink it for their stomach.
What time of year can you get it?
Anytime.
Any time of year, it's just the same.
Yeah. Nee. Yeah, any time of the year.
And does it have to be gotten fresh, or can you store it for a while?
Fresh. Äkit ahkasti meillä on sigoniksi. It's this part you could dry. She said you take the skin off, the bark off a little bit, and then you get the inside off and work on it and dry it out. Like you didn't get the rest of what she was saying. What you could use this for also is when you're having problems with your eye. She said you could soak the bark in water, and you can use it when it's too strong. It's got to be really weak, like to use it on your eyes. Like you use hot compress, you know, like you wet the rags and just keep putting it on your eye to help the way your eye is if you're bothered with your eye.
Would she mind saying that again, please?
Sachte minimum hain gorna.
Rootse det. Hoikelist äldem det. Absem säkselt det. Lugenda som beesen. La kukse kui ulein. Lakse kuksen patkedu kui. Den där lät. Dit auks kui. Den där lät. Lukaset det beesen det. Paht paas patkedu kui. Sitä vassemmat ketol hajartunut lupaas katsoksi tätä ksikiooksi säkskätty niitä. Se aika.
Teit ahkelim haisle sloostin til
On tää
Dem dom twisted.
Se on löytyy läidyllä vaikka. Wel axgepaard de van Oosten. Zijn viola. Qua de kwaai. Mäsikiep. De laat saksen daar kun je daar laat kent. Som saksen de meeste die se kukset. Saaks kuidalle abskudda ol quatkala kadam di ilulat achtet seda skudda ol kiam.
Okay, we also have this Labrador tea here. These here. And these are junipers. And the Indians call it hilasnachnoch, and then we tried to translate it last year, and we didn't know what they really called them, but I told my auntie, I said we should call it the spirit of the tree. These, because the way they, hilasnachnoch, they said, and this is their favorite tea too in winter time. It's got pits in it that cures your stomach too. It's got a healing to it. This is what my grandmother said too as well, and she said it's really good to drink all the time because there's pits in it that heals anything that's in your stomach, or if you have a cold as well. And this sweetens it up a bit more, and it also has pits in it too. And this is what they use all the time too, at any time when they're making this, or you could go without it, just plain. Dakinam and dism eilig.
Wel akkab se kikede kwa. Sa nidi kede kwa. Nidi kede kwa. Skuurskap jamstek kwa. Skuurskapu. Suatin kwa elkolamaks. Det saksel niiden sanak noon rinne kendi ki aul sken kan ni ki den där dagse kwa til dem saksel dem saks kwa kan di mapsim saksen där lut aske de qalam jam dem luk en lamaks.
Kwa aitin haun skutum saqaudi di khani kwa.
Oh, skutum saqaudi kwa ne kabe. Kjol lawal hukwan.
Oh. Nago de mam galaxy.
Saksel. Sen isait kul khaldaa nagat keda awan bilam maqsa. Eaton khaldaa fislaki get. Qant garfa. Sen idula sikwa.
Did you tell her to make the tea?
Yeah, like they boil it first after they wash these, you know. Some people, kisaqatskiln actually quite goden. Hanilaka haudinat alkerkat kutsaqatsit. Hindile laakutte akandisisaqatsit. Like you boil it until it really comes to, you know, the way the tea looks. That's when you drink it.
Mm-hmm. You don't just pour hot water over it, you actually boil it on the stove.
Keep adding water to it, hot water, you know, because it evaporates too as you're boiling it.
Oh, it takes a long time to boil.
Soon as it looks like tea, then you quit, you know.
Do you start when it's fresh, or do you have to let it dry, or can you let it?
No, you could cook them right now when it's like this, you know, boiling water fresh.
Mm-hmm.
It's better that way.
It's better that way.
Mm-hmm.
So can you get them any time of year?
Yeah. Like every time one of my boys have this awful cough and they've tried everything. They gave him antibiotics and everything like to him, and it doesn't seem to help him. I got tired of that, you know, him coughing at night especially.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep some nights just listening to him.
Yeah.
Seemed like he's having a hard time trying to cough. So what I do is I give him a cup, I make him drink this instead of tea.
Mm-hmm.
I make him drink this after I boiled it. And this was his tea, and you know, when he wants coffee or to drink water, I told him to just drink this. Two days it took me before it started to really help him.
And just in place of any liquids?
Yeah, right. And he got used to taking it, and he really liked it too, because he said he felt really good. The first night I hardly heard him cough.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second night he slept really good. After that he just never let go of this.
And you don't add any sugar or anything to it?
You could if you wanted to sweeten it, and you could add milk to it too as well.
Uh-huh.
Mutta smokesko vi get it from the well if you get it but pink degree. Se party from its last like she was saying, when they're blooming, when they're going to have flowers, you don't get them, she said. But after that, you could get it after there's no flowers on it.
And there's one that looks like that but doesn't have the fuzzy stuff underneath, right?
Yeah. Well, they're not the kinds you get. They're different. I forgot the name of it. Skanman musk. Something like this, but they're different.
Mm-hmm.
They're more. The other ones are more, what you call it, you know, they're sort of shiny and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
not like these sort of have these cotton underneath, and
Right.
that's where my granny told me to the kind to pick. Now we have some more here on the side. We have this Indian pineapple. This is the water lily root. I learned this from one of the ladies from Masset, that you use this. They boil this with this here. But you can use too much of this, she said. Too much of this poison root. This is the leaves of the poison root. Right here. And this is the leaves of the pineapple here. we can't use too much of this poison root with that. If you use too much and it's really strong, this is why they say you can't use too much. You don't, it doesn't matter how much you use on this one when you cook them together. They use this for people that has arthritis as well. They put towels or whatever in wherever you have this, in a basin or whatever, a pot. Then you take turns with these rags, you know, or small towels, and put them on anywhere that's bothering you, like your arthritis, on your knees or on your arms or wherever in your body. As hot as you could stand it, they put this over where your body, you know, where the pain is. And if it looks too strong to you, you're supposed to dilute it until it looks okay. And while you're doing this, putting it over where it's hurting the most on your body, like your arthritis, you keep putting them on. And as soon as it cools, the rag cools off, you take another one and put it on. Till finally she doesn't feel it, and it just feels so good after a while. I guess it's just like being a brand new person again after a while. That's when they quit it. And so need the gaps qua need ne quit.
Niissä on vaaks niin against onks mä koruni niikaa. Men annat utsivärda. Som det var man kan det väl kortla som qua. Det det där karsel axel det qua. Det kan det som läs kortla axel så det blir kul. Axel vill se qua.
Det är jävla hausta. Kuitti mitkä käydä häitä.
Riktigt yes, ulla kiipi ne kanoi o sään kwa.
Oh. She says even people that has TB can, like they make this into, they boil it in water, and as soon as it's strong enough, and then they make you drink it.
I'm actually very
And then this one alone, you can burn this over on top of a stove, especially when you hear there's bad sickness going around, you know, like there's flu, different kind of flu going around. There's an epidemic of measles or whatever. And then the people go crazy, like, you know, they go out to pick them and they put them on their stove, and they claim it scares the sickness away in the homes when they do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that one alone, you said, was used to make you vomit, is it?
No,
No?
no, this is,
Halvait, no aina tutsi kiitkis ne kaan. Niin det skräckskis kanssa även. Ikke opskudella lovde sabbatskuai. Araksa shortkan saved. Se kultuusus även tulee apsumaiksen nak. Tällä tsattin oman aiit. Sen jam tulee. Eli ne huusik iins. Sen jam. Nicht beans on. Eller tabat jam. Ne huusik iins, ne huusik vuolins. Ärätillä ait. Sen li ait videllä hoppas. Udil kiintiillä vai li ait videllä and the salad can axe. They put cotton they call skin yeah. Something. Sagated and skinny clocks again skin me.
Oh,
Right me. Tell end of that one. Tell I قالت لا ركوي ولا نسيت خلي أنبي دالت لقان دالو دالت تخل دالك سجان الساي تخل كان دقي بسم أما تخل دالت تخل داكل ما شاف ناكت بس أكل ولا سنة بتلف قلتها في اللي زاوية المياه ولا تيكسلم جمتن من جيس باين تيكسلم تخلدك تلتاكن كري ناكسو لا أكلي كل سلكام كسك واحد كانوا كسك اللي بنكون قاعد اللي
wow.
صارت كده عمل
Well, steady guane.
oh
Steady guane. This is sting nettle. And this is what the people use, the roots. If the kids' measles can't come out and they get really sick over it, so they pick this and they cook the roots. And the juice of it, I guess as soon as it turns, like what they say with that, as soon as it turns into tea, then it's okay. Girl covers get handy.
oh håller väl kanske dålig häft det ska vara så
Half a cup a small child has to drink. And then after a while, then they say this makes the measles come out after they drink it. The amlex again measles about it acts. Yeah. That's a leaf for that.
Can we stop here for just a sec?
Okay.